Oh, I've always wanted to be a teacher. I looked up to a lot of my teachers when I was younger. Even when I was here, it was just, I loved the care that I felt and like the love that I felt with being around my teachers. And I've always wanted to do the same thing for my students. My name is Jenny Mansour. I'm a fourth grade teacher here at Alta Loma Christian School. I have a daughter that attends preschool here. I also attended Alta Loma Christian School as a kindergartner. My brother also attended school here, so I have a lot of memories with him here also. I just loved how loving and caring the teachers were and how everything was centered on Christ. And I feel like now as a teacher, as a mother, this is what I strive for.
The school can be nice or this and that, but the staff is what makes it. How loving they are, how kind they are, how comfortable they feel being here. You don't get that at every school.
We have 3 grandchildren, 6th grade, 4th grade, and 3rd grade. During COVID, what happened was I talked to I call her, instead of my daughter-in-law, I call her my daughter-in-law, and I said, what are we gonna do? We have one kid that's gonna be in 1st grade, 6 hours on the laptop on Zoom with 2 little preschoolers running around downstairs, and my poor daughter-in-law was going to be upstairs working. This is not going to work out. I had remembered about Alta Loma Christian because I had heard it advertised in a Christian radio station. So that's how we got to making an appointment. And this is one of the reasons why we chose this school. They're 3 steps ahead of other schools. Very early on, that got the permission to be able to open full-time. And my 1st grader was only online for 3 weeks and then went straight into the classroom.
One of them had a little difficulty at the other school, and he was always concerned when we would leave, okay, when are you coming back? When are you coming back? Here, from day one, that never happened. They were so comfortable.
With our 3 kids, completely 3 different personalities, 3 different learning styles, and yet they're all thriving. We've got one that was reading before kindergarten, and then we have another one that needed tutoring, and he was so excited because he got one-on-one time with the teacher. So much so that the other one was saying, "Well, I want to be tutored because I want my alone time with the teacher." That's how much they love the kids.
I feel that it's like we have our family, and then we also have the family at the school. It's like you're going from love to love. And to me, that's incredible.
What I like also is the diversity. It's like a microcosm of our world. Not only diversity of color, of religion, of ethnicity, of so many things. And they embrace it all. That's what I like. And there it is, because we are a family.
Although last year was my first year, I felt like I belonged here right when I started. And it was such a great feeling to feel like I belong somewhere and to feel like I'm a part of a family. In other schools, people are nice, people are kind, but I love the sense of culture here where everyone just feels like a family.
Good morning. How are you doing this morning? Awesome. Are you ready to sing? All right.
The kids, even in preschool, it's chapel day on Wednesday. And I'm thinking, why would kids be so excited for chapel? So I thought, my husband and I go, let's go, and since it's open, to the parents and family. So we've been coming, and I said, okay, now I know why it's so special. Besides the worship song and the speaker, the kids get involved in it. And heck, we get a lot out of it too.
Oh, definitely.
And I'll ask them, well, what was your favorite thing or at school that you learned this week or last year or whatever? And one of them said, well, in my Bible study, this and this and that, and I'm looking at them and I'm thinking, wow, they're doing a great job.
Mom just asked me to help get my baby sister ready. Is there any room for this?
What distinguishes this school from other schools is their blend of being able to balance the education with the spiritual.
Room in here? Do you think I could make some room to help? Yes, let's see.
And that's a very hard to do, because one school will have the education but not the spiritual, or the spiritual not the education. And I really feel that this is the answer. It's a God sent for my grandkids.
I just want to prepare my students for the future, and I feel like the best way to prepare them is to teach them about Christ and teach them all these things that will help them get through, anything in their future. And anything we go through in life, you just need to look back on that and remember that God is with you through every single thing in your life, and He's going to take care of you. And I want my students and my daughter to always remember that.
From all the teachers that I've experienced, this is not a job for them. This is a ministry.